Hello everyone, welcome back to my channel. I'm Joey the Veiled Cottage Witch. Once again back with you for another episode of One Card in 4 Decks. We are moving right along with the swords, the second to the last suit. I'm getting excited because once we get done with these minor arcana, we're moving right along to the majors. I'm excited. So today we're going to talk about the 5 of Swords. And if you're new to my channel, I am a tarot enthusiast, a folk witch, a metaphysical practitioner, and an herbalist. So if you pop onto my channel, you'll see all kinds of things that I'm doing. So this is just one of those things. What I'm doing here with this series is we're comparing the Rider-Waite system with other decks, trying to get you graduated from the symbolism of the Rider-Waite onto other decks to help you understand them. And also, if you don't vibe with the Rider-Waite, this is a way to kind of help you to understand just how other decks work, so you can easily understand them. It is not easy to bypass this system, so this is kind of a way to kind of cheat that system and move on to other decks. So we'll move right along. If that sounds good to you, stick around. The crystal for the day is, for the card 5 of Swords, is rhodonite. Rhodonite is excellent for the heart chakra. It resonates with forgiveness and reconciliation, which is wonderful for the 5 of Swords. So the 5 of Swords is what I call the bully card. If you have ever been bullied in your life, this card will hit you hard. I've been bullied all through school, all through my life. It has just followed me everywhere. I don't know if it's because I'm tiny or if it's because I'm a little different or what, but this card always just seems to be a little bit hard for me to take and just gives me a little bit of trauma from high school vibes. So we see here this figure, and he's grabbing the swords, what appears to be of these guys. And these guys look, in the background, they look a little put out. They look bullied. The clouds look sharp and fierce, just like this dude right here. This figure is the bully, and these are the 2 being bullied. So there in the background, the foreground is the bully, and he matches the clouds. He's got their swords. He stole their swords, and leaving these guys with nothing, basically, and they're very hurt. And this guy is just bad news. He's just a jerk. Look at him. I don't like that guy at all. Yeah, so basically that's the symbolism. The 5s are always strife and struggle and conflict. So anytime, we have a 5 in the minor arcana, it's some kind of struggle. If we go back to the Wands, we remember that struggle of the 5 of Wands, where everybody's kind of too many cooks in the kitchen situation. And if we think about the 5 of Cups, that inner struggle, the grief. And then here we have the bully. So if we remember that the swords are all about communication, truth, and society, we can put that bully as a bully of society. And those words are hurtful words, hurtful communication. Okay? So let's move on. We've got the Tarot of the Witch's Garden. All right. This to me looks like an evil stepmother. Such a bully, right? So she's got the sword and she's pointing right at this girl. We have another girl here hiding in the background. She doesn't want to feel that wrath. She's hiding. And this one is just helpless. And she's got look how many swords she has, just like this bully. Same bully, right? Same bully. Why do people have to be so mean? Look at that. Just pointing directly at her. You will do what I say. And wash these floors. And yeah, just a bully. I bet she had not so nice words to say, going along with the swords being of communication. And probably not true words, right? Because it's a conflict of truth, knowing that it's a 5, right? Not even true. You know, it's really hard, going back to the rhodonite, it's really hard to forgive a bully. It's really, really hard to forgive a bully. And if I may interject a personal experience, I had an altercation with a bully in high school. And then in my adult life, I actually had that bully apologize to me. And I actually had a chance to forgive that bully. And I forgave that bully. But it was really, really hard. But it helped that they apologized for it. A lot of times they don't. But it really, really helped. Excuse me, water break. But a lot of times they don't own up to bullying. And that makes it really hard to forgive somebody who does not want to own up to it. But this person said, I was really mean to you in high school and I apologize. So, 9 times out of 10, you're not going to get that. Did all my bullies in high school apologize? Hell no. But that one did. And that made it really easy to accept. So you're almost never going to get that. But it felt really good. So you might get that chance one day. It might happen one day for you. And I hope it does. Because being bullied is, awful. And now that we have cyberbullying, it's even worse. It's even worse. I went to high school in the early 90s where we didn't have internet and we didn't have cyberbullying. And I can't imagine what it must be like for people now. So my heart goes out to you. Just a little PSA for this right now. All right, let's move to the Crow Tarot by MJ Cuillinane. It's been a while since I got this one out. Okay, so we see this is our bully. It's always easy to find the bully in these cards, You can always find the bully. And this is the crow, the bully. And here, these two crows. This one looks like it's really hurt. It's lying face up. And this one, I believe, is also lying face up. Done a number on him. And these two are flying away. They said, you're not getting me. I'm going away. Yeah. Just mean. He looks mean too. But there's still a sword right here. There's still a sword right there. So we got 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. So maybe eventually these two that got bullied could possibly reach for that sword and get some payback. I'd love to see, a couple more frames and see what happens. You ever do that? You ever get cards and you wonder what happens next? I do. I wish they had them in motion. I could see what happens. I would love to see some revenge, you know, this one to pick that sword up and maybe stab this one in the back. But I'm morbid like that sometimes. So I really would like to see this one get a revenge, but there's feathers all around. So there was some harshness right there. But you know, fives are harsh. They really are. They're the midway point. You know, you go from the aces, you move up to the fives, and then after the fives, the swords get pretty harsh. So, yep. There's our Crow Tarot. And now we have my weird deck. I love my weird deck, the Deviant Moon. All right, look at this guy. Look at his face, sticking his tongue out like na-na-na-na-boo-boo. We don't see anyone else. We just see this bully. Look at him. He's got two swords and a cross down here, kind of like a target. So he's already like got his target. Mission accomplished. He has bullied someone. Got one sword down here and two on his back. And he's just walking away saying, I beat you. You know what I hope happens in the next frame? I hope he trips over something. I really do. Wouldn't it be great if he trips over something and falls on his sword? I kind of hope that happens to him. What a jerk, right? I love when jerks like this get their karmic comeuppance. I really hope that happens to this guy. Oh, see, I told you I have trauma from bullies, and so like this card, I can't wait. I was excited about that. I can't wait to talk about these bullies, these jerks. Yeah. You know, when you are this mean, karma is going to get you. You know, you're going to reap what you sow, buddy, and it is not going to be pretty. A lot of people come to me and say, oh, can I do this revenge spell? You know, and I'm like, you know, the universe will equal things out for you. You know, you can just step back and watch that magic happen for yourself. I know people want to speed that up, and that's fine. But if you just wait, karma will do that. And if you don't like the idea of karma, universal law. The universal law. You know, every action has an equal and opposite reaction. He's going to fall on his sword, and it's going to hurt. It's going to hurt bad. It's going to match exactly what you've done to whoever. All of these swords are probably not even yours. You probably stole them and bullied people and hurt people, and you're going to get the exact same treatment. Sucks to be you, buddy. So that's the Five of Swords from the Rider-Waite Smith deck, the Tarot of the Witch's Garden, the Crow Tarot, and the Deviant Moon Tarot. So please tell me how you interpret the Five of Swords. I really want to get that conversation going in the comments. I will put all of these decks down below in the description box, along with my website where you can book a reading, a class, or a service. I also have workshops that you can sign up for. I also have my herbal shop where you can purchase my herbal products. Please remember to, if you want free shipping, to enter the code word VEILED, all caps, at checkout so you can get free shipping. Yeah, please do that. Please give me a like and share. Keep this channel going. And last but not least, live your best life and live for yourself. I'll see you on the next one. Bye.